USFCougars.com here with USF Director of Track and Field, Reid Ehrisman. Big weekend with a bunch of top 10 provisional qualifiers, and then yesterday it comes out, men's team rises to number 6, highest in the USTFCCA rankings in program history. What's that mean for your program?
It's awesome, humbling at the same time. When you tweeted that out yesterday, I think all our coaches were at practice, and we talked this morning. I think we all let out a big woohoo, just to get that program to this point. Man, it is nothing short of God's grace, and when you put things and center things around Him, He gives back. And we've done that in this program. We've kept Him at the center of what we do. We always say at the end of the day, it's more than running, jumping, and throwing, and that's truly what it's about in this program. And we've kept Him at the center, and I think He blesses that. And our team has been blessed because of that. And I don't know if that ranking will hold up throughout the weeks to come. We knew after our performance in the distance medley and Teddy's performance in the heptathlon, and we felt like we would move up. But I didn't think to 6th. Top 10 would have been really neat, but to move up to 6th and just say we've been there, really neat for this program.
And you mentioned the DMR and Teddy Fried with his, he broke his own school record, NSIC Field Athlete of the Week for the 2nd time this year. And you hinted last week's interview that Trey Ferguson was hungry and Teddy's been the hardest working guy out there. What are some other things that we maybe haven't seen with the provisional qualifying, but that's going on, that other people are showing great improvement?
Well, I would say, just to touch on the DMR and Teddy a little bit, we sent those guys out there on a mission to Golden, and your mission was to go and qualify this DMR, and they did it. A second off the auto time, which was amazing to see those guys do that. And Trey, you mentioned Trey, he ran like a 51.7 on that track. It's pretty good for a tall guy, and just the way he runs. So it was impressive how those guys went out there on a mission and got it done. And then Teddy in the HEP, 5,080 points, I think 7th on the list. We were hoping for about 5,100. He'll have another shot at it at conference, but yeah, and for him to be the NSIC Athlete of the Week again, he sends both Coach Ernie and I a text and just said, thank you so much. And he sent Coach Roush, our throws coach, a text, and not a better guy could get that in terms of just a quality guy, stand-up guy. He does everything you ask outside of practice. He makes smart choices. He's so bought into this program. But outside of those guys, I really see an Xavier Scarlett had a really good meet. It really didn't show up on paper, but he's just really come a long ways, and really taking things very serious. Not that he didn't before, but you can just see we're turning a point for him in this season. Evan Hagen's going to come back. He jumped out at Golden, just fresh off his ankle injury, so he's going to be coming back. We're going to run Billy this weekend in the 800. He doesn't have an 800 time, so knowing Billy Beesman, he's got Coach just wants him to kind of go out and get a time, but Billy Beesman's going to give it his all, so it'll be interesting to see how he does in that. But yeah, from this weekend we had 11 top 10 performances. That puts us at 60 on the year, and then Teddy broke the school record. And so some of our women distance runners are doing really well. Keegan Day had an all-time top 10 performance in the mile. In the 1,000, and then a couple of our other milers did really well. We had a women's DMR in the top 10, and so that women's group is starting to come along. And then I can't forget Ashley Ostrom threw a 1.5 PR, I think, this weekend, and just awesome because she's kind of been just stuck, and then pop, 44 or something, mid 44s, and now she's 4th in the conference. And I'll give a shout out to Coach Roush and what she's done in this program, and Coach Ernie, what he's done with that jumps and sprints group, and Teddy is pretty amazing what they're doing.
That about wraps it up for us today, and you guys are back in action, going back up to Mankato with the whole team this time, no one going out to Colorado or anything. So Ted Nelson Classic this Saturday, February 4th. Can't wait to catch up with you then.
Okay, thanks, Eric.